Hey, kia ora whānau. Welcome back to Kaitaki Marakai. This is Rewai here with Tony Henderson from Zion Gardens up here in Kaikohe. We're in our garden project that we started back in May last year, and it's gone through a summer season, spring and summer season, and so we're now back. This is mid-February, having a look at what we're going to do for the next phase of our mara. And so last year we planted potatoes in this mara here after having a root cover crop on there. So we put some lupins in to help build up the soil. And so we're just having a nosy about any potatoes that are left in the patch, which you'll see there is. And effectively we're going to, over the next month, prepare that garden where these vegetables are for our winter mara and transitioning into the winter phase of our garden. So we're just having a look around today at a couple of sites and just thinking about our planning. We're also going to be doing some seed germination workshops early March. I think our first one will be in March the 9th, I think it's Saturday morning, and just look at that process. But yeah, just having a planning phase now, just looking at what we need to do, thinking moving ahead in our mara. And I'll just talk through with what this one looks like now that we've gone through the summer phase. So I'll see you soon. Yeah, so if you recall when we first started this one here, we put a root crop in, broad forked all the garden out. In the root crop, some of it's still growing through. Once that was chopped down, then we planted our potatoes in here, and these ones were the halo kind seeds that you can get from the supermarket or the garden supplies. So we just just having a look. Got some potatoes out of here. These lovely halos, these are delicious. So there's another 1.5 kilograms maybe. Celery's doing well. So we're actually going to do a reverse of what we did last year. We planted out this side with potatoes as well. We're going to put in this side, just from chatting, probably the cover crop in. We need to build up the quality of the soil, and you can see the difference. So if you have a look at the soil here, dry, lumpy, it's not holding together, so it's needing a lot of work in here to bring the health and the mauri back into the soil. So you'll see where Tony's looking through. If you're not bad when you go down lower, eh? Yeah. So yeah, it's just about keep building up the soil health. Compost, cover crops are good for that too. Both the carbon and the nitrogen we need to put back into it. But it's actually quite damp, which is pretty good. Whereas if you have a look over here where we've just been digging with our potatoes, the colour is different. And a successful garden, see how it's all this lovely soil, it all holds well together. It's been built up. We will still put things in like compost, broad fork it, put nutrients back in. See the root systems, spreads out. So you've got this microorganisms that work in the soil. They feed on the breakdown of the carbon and the compost, and then eventually it turns into sugars, and then you get these roots that go after them and take up the sugars and feeds the plants. But that's looking really healthy as opposed to the dry one over there. So to get good vegetables, you need to look after the soil, and that's what we're doing here. We're going to introduce compost into this one. This will be our plant out for our vegetables. So Tony's doing some seedlings at the moment, and then we'll do a workshop, plant it out. So really we're just planning for winter and what's going to grow in here while we see out the last of the summer vegetation that we have. We might put some greens in this area here, and then yeah, put a cover crop on. So one of the advantages of doing a cover crop, if you actually don't have the resources to utilise to plant out, you put your cover crop in, and so it's like a holding pattern. Those with a military background will know what that is. You're just wanting to use the cover crop to look after the soil for you and hold it, and then when you're ready to use it, you just chop it down and dig it back in, let it rest for a couple of days, a couple of weeks. So it broke. Yeah, as Tony just said there, you're growing your own compost by putting in a cover crop. So we're going to probably do that in this one, even though when we just dug over there, there's a nice soil deeper. Yeah, progressively we'll work across on that side, back over there. And by the time it comes to May, June, these kumara should be along the edges here, should be ready. And then we just start the cycle again, process. So that's what we're doing. We've got the fill over the back here. We've got our place, we've got the public kainga. So now we're starting to think ahead. And rotation of crops and vegetation, so that there's food for the farmer. Alright, whānau. Hey, get back into your gardens. Hey, click the like button, click the share buttons if it's been helpful. We appreciate the support. Yeah. Alright then, hey kona.